So, 106. Having asked the questions with a genuine desire to know the truth, the worthy disciple receives the absolutions from the Guru. We are seeing that. Our last two arguments are left, the second one and the third one. Strengthening the conviction in the path of liberation, the Guru says.
षटपद ना षट प्रश्न ते पूछ्या करी विचार ते पदनी सर्वांगता मोक्ष मार्ग निर्धार.
Very simple verse. Take very less time. Who's laughing? Less time comes, nobody wants to believe me. Okay. No, this is just my love and enthusiasm for my Guru and for you all, both. I can explain this. I might have explained you people in 10 minutes. Because you are showing so much eagerness and enthusiasm, I take you to the edge of my time limit. Okay. So, Shatapadana, now everyone knows, Shatapadana means the 6 fundamental truths, 6 doctrines, 6 aphorisms, anything you want to take. Shatapadana. Now, Shataprashna, Shat means 6. So, you have asked me 6 questions. Does the soul exist? Is the soul eternal? Is the soul the doer of karmas, or who is the doer of the karmas? Enjoyership? Is liberation possible? What is the path of liberation? So you asked me how many questions? 6. Emma, apne 105 થઈ ગયા, 6 questions. Correct? But this is the last question, because after this there is no confusion, so no doubt, no question. So Shatapadna, regarding 6 fundamentals, Shataprashna, you raised 6 questions. You raised. After thinking, you raised. I'm not saying after my answer you need to think. You have thought so much before asking me. Just see the way the arguments were placed in every pad so beautifully. Prakruti Bandh, Ishwar Prerna, Karmaja Karta Karm, Sahat Swabhav, means he has thought about it. So before you go to your Guru, you should be thinking. Blank you have thought about it, and now you exactly know how the Guru answered this. Correct? So, Shatapadna, 6 aphorisms. Shat Prashna, you raised 6 questions. Puchya Kari Vichar. After pondering over them, you ask these questions. Te Padani Sarvangata, from all viewpoints or in totality, determine it as the sure path of liberation. Moksha Marga Nirdhar. Moksha Marg means path of liberation. Nirdhar, determine it as the path of liberation. That is, conviction regarding these 6 fundamental truths in totality is the path of liberation. Now I understand why we need to do this exercise. Because this is the path of liberation. Understanding, accepting the 6 fundamental truths. Short meaning. You have very thoughtfully asked 6 questions regarding the 6 fundamental truths. Determine with certainty that a complete understanding of these fundamental truths from multiple viewpoints is the sure path of liberation. Very simple. You have thoughtfully asked, I answered. In understanding it from all viewpoints and accepting it and being convinced regarding is the path of liberation. How important, how essential it is to attain liberation. To be clear about the 6 fundamental truths, which you are almost clear. You just want to know which attire, etc. is needed. So, it seems to me that even the Guru is enjoying the whole conversation. It seems it's a wonderful experience for him to have the disciple, the worthy disciple, ask him the questions and for him to answer them. He's actually having a wonderful time or a wonderful experience when a worthy disciple asks. That time it's a wonderful experience because the only aim is how to attain liberation. Mumukshu. So, the Guru explains, the disciple has to practice the guidelines prescribed by the Sadguru. He has to practice. Whatever is laid down, whatever the steps are laid down, whatever the guidance is laid down by the Guru for him, he has to practice. And that too with diligence, with determination, persistence, patience. DDPP. So it requires, he needed that instructions also, which the Guru gave. Guru indicated the path, of undisputed path of life. But the onus of responsibility is shifted to the disciple. What responsibility? The onus of responsibility for self-realization, for enlightenment. So I can show you the path, but if you are expecting that I am going to give you enlightenment, the onus of responsibility is yours. I recollect when we were small children. So there was one teacher of mine now, she must be in another birth. Rahul must be knowing, Sheru auntie. She was a Parsi teacher. So she used to tell us one story. This was in the pre-first जो कहीं छे नहीं ने हमना हमारा वक्त pre-first था something before first standard. So there was a storytelling period. Last period was storytelling, and every day we used to wait for that period. Beautiful new stories. So there was a teacher was a very interesting storyteller. So very short. Short માં બરાબર સમજી લેજો તમે. So there was one lazy person, and he goes to his friend's house and he enjoys a dish prepared by him, and he liked it so much. He comes back home, he calls his servant and says કે આ શાકના બીજ એટલે કે seed ગમે ત્યાંથી તું લઈ આવ. Pachi he calls his gardener, Mali, and he says कि आप बराबर you sow them and you take care of them. Pachi fruit के vegetable जे हसे થઈ ગયું. Then he calls his cook. Okay, you have to cook it in the best way and serve. He calls his friend also. All the dishes are served on the table. His friend comes. And he hears the whole story. कि आने आ करियो, आने आ करियो, आने आ करियो. The servant got the seeds, the gardener took care of it, the cook cooked it, prepared the dish. And then the friend tells him, dear friend, eat, you have to eat it. This no one else can do for you. So finally, I can show you the path, but practice you have to do. Enlightenment matini efforts you have to put. So the whole thing is shifted to the onus of responsibility for self-realization or enlightenment is shifted to the disciple. So beautifully, he says that you are a worthy disciple, desirous of liberation. You thoughtfully asked 6 questions regarding the fundamental truths. Thoughtfully asked. You humbly expressed your doubts to me, Guru is saying. And seeing your worthiness, I answered. Seeing not the questions. Guru does not answer listening to your questions. He sees your worthiness. If you are worthy, even if you have not asked, he will answer. He'll talk. And if you are not worthy, you have beautifully asked, thoughtfully asked, but he would not answer. But here, the disciple is a worthy disciple. So, Shat Padna, Shat Prashna Te Puchya. Everything is first person. Te Puchya. You asked me. After contemplating over it, कि શું બની શકે, existence હશે કે નહીં હોય? Who must be the doer? If the soul is not the doer, then who must be the doer? So you thoughtfully asked. આમ જરાક કંઈ વિચાર આવે એટલે દોડી નહીં જવાનું પૂછવા. Think to the edge of the compass. This will help to develop vivek in us. If you want just the answer, you will never reach the heart of your Guru. Because you are not interested in the ashay, the intent. You are only interested in the answer. So answer is Atma Che. Then why did he take so many verses? Answer nahi, the whole path is important. The whole process is important. So, first line over. Shat Padna Shat Prashnate Puchya Kari Vichar. And then the Guru answers. Okay, if you contemplate over what I have said, and you understand, and you accept it, then that is the path of liberation. Right understanding of these 6 fundamental truths is called Samyak Gnan, right knowledge. Conviction regarding the 6 fundamental truths is right faith, Samyak Darshan. And living according to it is right conduct, Samyak Charitra. Samyak Darshan Gnan Charitrani Moksha Marga. So Moksha Marga Nirdhar. Tattva Sutra first slok. So simple. In understanding these 6 fundamentals, in firm conviction of these 6 fundamental truths, and in living by it, according to it, right conduct, Samyak Charitra, that is the path of liberation. But one word I need to explain, Sarvangata. That is a difficult one. Shat Padna, Shat Prashna, Puchya Kari Vichar. And then I answered, because they Vichar Karine Puchya, so even I answered. The Guru says, I replied. Having got the replies satisfactorily, now what should be done? So for that one word, Sarvangata, if any, quiz people, a hint for you, if any question is asked from this verse, it will be only this word, Sarvangata. Publicly. Because that's exactly what we need to know. 6 fundamentals we know, we have understood. We are like on the last verse now regarding the 6th, last argument, doubt of the last fundamental truth. Sarvangata. So I'm just explaining this word Sarvangata and we recite both the verses together. Okay? Sarvangata simply means in totality. Another meaning for it. Understanding the truth from multiple viewpoints. Dr. Mansi, write down. Same thing I'm saying in different ways. Understanding the 6 fundamentals in totality. Second, same thing differently, understanding it from multiple viewpoints, or say different viewpoints. See, all the fundamental truths are strongly connected to each other. You cannot say, okay, first, second, and third is fine with me. 4, 5, 6, I'm not interested. They are strongly connected to each other. If the soul does not exist, and if the soul is not eternal, how will you seek liberation? What is liberation? The soul is only not there, and you want to. I believe in the fifth and sixth, but I don't yet believe in the first. Not possible. Either you believe all, or sarvanga, sarva anga, sarva ang, all the organs of the body, sarva ang. Then it is a perfect living body. So you cannot just doubt one and believe in 5. See, I'm only doubting in the existence of the soul, but I believe in the path of liberation, it's the doer, is it possible? Okay. And if the soul, say, I believe in the existence of the soul, eternity of the soul, and then liberation. But if the soul is not the doer of the karmas, if it's not the enjoyer of the karmas, so simple question, why seek liberation? So you see, every path is interconnected. You have to go stepwise. So you can shut Padmate, you can say 6 stages also. Actually, it's 6 doctrines, 6 fundamentals, 6 aphorisms, but you can say 6 stage also Pad. 6 stages, because you can't go to the second before without doubting the first. So Sarvangata, in totality, in understanding it from multiple viewpoints. Third meaning, you need to understand each individually, then weave it together and personalize it. What is the first pad? I exist. What is the second pad? I am eternal. તો પછી મરણનો ભય શા માટે? કોવિડ થઈ જશો, મરી જઈશ તો. But you said I am eternal. I am the soul. I am eternal. Third, I am the doer. He is not responsible. I am the doer of this situation in which I am put in. I am the doer. If you believe I am the doer, you will stop blaming others. So Rag Dvesh kevi રીતે ટકે? I am the enjoyer. I can be liberated. And 6th, there is a path of liberation. And what is that path? Which my Guru just showed. Which my Guru showed. That is the path of liberation. Understanding it individually, weaving all the 6 parts together to understand the true nature of the self. Just by it is a conscious substance, you won't understand the nature. It's the doer, it's the enjoyer, it can be liberated. You need to know from different viewpoints. So what do? Understand individually, weave it collectively, and personalize it to attain liberation. Te padani sarvangata. Understanding from all different points, understanding each and collectively, and personalizing. Personalize na karo, internalize na karo, ત્યાં સુધી all satsang is sheer entertainment. Nothing else. As you forgot, you saw some movie on Netflix some days back. How can I? Tell me the story. Okay. Then tell me the Udghosh I did in Hebrew. See, you forgot both. You forgot the movie because it was entertainment. You didn't take it seriously. You forgot the Udghosh also. You don't even know the topic. કેટલી દરિદ્રતા હતી? 5 દરિદ્ર? 5 દરિદ્ર? 3 દરિદ્રતા હતી. Everything seems new. એ તો બધી એક્ઝામ સ્ટાર્ટ કરશો એટલે બધું યાદ આવી જશે. See, if you are not a sincere student, નહીં તો તમને બધું જ તે સત્સંગમાં આ મંત્ર આપ્યો હતો, આ સત્સંગમાં કમ મિલા કે કમ લગા, હા, that was exactly for me. but you have to internalize it. તો બધો કચરો બહાર નીકળે અને સાચું જાય. સો તે પદની સર્વાંગતા મોક્ષ માર્ગ નિધા. In understanding the six fundamental truths from multiple viewpoints, understanding each truth individually, weaving it collectively, and internalizing it or personalizing it, lies the path of liberation. The disciple had said that it would be my good fortune if I understand the path of liberation. And it seems that good fortune has dawned upon him, because the Guru has expounded it so clearly and in such simple words. So let's sing both.
छोड़ी मत दर्शन तणो आग्रह तेम विकल्प कह्यो मार्ग आसाधशे जन्म ते हना अल्प षटपद ना षट प्रश्न ते पूछ्या करी विचार ते पदनी सर्वांगता मोक्ष मार्ग निर्धार.